Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Fairly Allen Hensley here. This is going to be a little bit different from the videos I normally make. In this video, I'm actually going to be calling out someone in particular. And it's another YouTube creator here on YouTube. Goes by the name of Whoremaxxer. You know, Whoremaxxer, there's a difference between being snarky and making little comments as as comebacks that, and just being a fucking idiot. There's a difference between, taking your God's gift to women and just being a creepy son of a bitch. You fall into the wrong side of all these categories. You're not God's gift to women. You think you are, but trust me, you're not. You're a predator, clearly. I've only seen a few of your videos, and honestly, you've got that predator vibe about you. Now, you could be a predator and not be a chomo. You could be a predator and prey on naive or disabled women. In your case, you seem very much to prey on the naive. You say that you've done porn, but the only one I can find you in, you didn't even penetrate. I have done porn multiple times. I'm not particularly proud of that fact, but I needed money, and well, fuck, I'm a red-blooded American man, and when a woman comes to me and says, hey, you want to get laid, make some money, I'm down. Now, I'll be straight, I've been in mental institutions before. Shit happens growing up, shit happens in life. But it's been years and years and years and years and years since I've been in one. It's been at least 10 to 15 years, at least. But I don't think I'm God's gift to women, Whoremaxxer. I know what I'm good at. And I've been getting laid since I was 8. No complaints. Must be doing something right if I ain't getting complaints. In fact, I get a lot of women who, after being with me, they want to get with me more, and I don't want to get with them. And they get upset. Now, when I was younger, I didn't care. My motto in life was simple. If we go on one date, you're putting out or get the fuck out of my car. But, never thought I was God's gift to women because I know there's someone out there better looking than me who can get women easy. Hell, I know I'm ugly. I've always known it. And I deal with it. With you, Whoremaxxer, you come across as someone who, well, to put it bluntly, has an addiction to porn. Your whole fucking channel is all you do is talk about porn. And I could let that slide because I don't give two shits what people do in their own fucking little bubbles. But when you start calling a friend of mine all these dirty, degrading names, I gotta say something. I gotta stand up and be a man, and I gotta fucking make my opinions known. Because my friend Betty, she's not washed up. She's younger than I am, and honestly, she's a good looking woman. She's got herself a very good husband. Took a lot of years, but they finally got together, and I'm very happy for them. And you know, she's not used up. She's not washed up. You know, she's none of what the fuck you say she is, Whoremaxxer. She's a good woman. Classy, intelligent, strong woman. Three things that you could never fucking handle. You could never get a woman like her because of the way you act and talk. So you gotta put her down. You gotta make it seem like she's the one coming after you all the time and you're just telling her, I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you, but she's crazy for you. When in reality, it's the opposite. She's telling you, I don't want you. I don't fucking need you. I got a man. I'm happy. I'm married. Leave me the fuck alone. On that subject, we can be friends. We can talk, but leave me the fuck alone on that subject. And you, Whoremaxxer, keep coming after her. Keep making videos about her. Keep running your mouth with her name in it to get clickbait, to get views. Alright, from people who have stalked her in the past and still are. And then you guys get together and try to do things. Well, just so you know, Whoremaxxer, I don't let people come after friends of mine without me making a video and stating facts. Now, if you live close to me, I would step to you, man to man, in person, and tell you how this shit's gonna be. And then move on in life. Because you have no fucking bearing in my life, or Betty's for that matter. You don't know what that woman's been through. I've known her a long time. And even I don't know everything that woman's been through. I knew her when she was doing her thing. We lost touch because we were just acquaintances. And then years later, we met up on YouTube, on the YouTube streets. As she likes to say, on the streets of YouTube. We met back up and we've gotten to be friends. And I don't have many friends. Not because I can't. I'm a friendly guy. I choose not to have many friends. Because it ain't about the quantity of friends you have on these YouTube streets. It's about the quality of of friends that you have on these streets. And I've always believed that you don't need a lot of friends as long as they're good friends. As long as they'll do the right thing by you and respect you. And just so you know, Whoremaxxer, I got nothing wrong with watching porn. I do it once in a while. I'll even read some porn once in a while. No worries. Alright? As red blooded American men, that's something we can do. I wouldn't do it together because, well, it is what it is, but we can. And I'm straight as a fucking arrow. I love TP and A. Tits, pussy, and ass. Alright? But when you're on your medication, and I've seen your videos when you were on your medication, you seem like a nice guy. But when you go off your medication, you're not nice. Alright? I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 in another month and change here. Been around the world. If I was you, and if you were willing to take some advice, the advice that I personally would give to you, Whoremaxxer, man to man, is this. If you want to be with a good woman, a high value woman, a good woman, someone who will love you for who you are and be there for the long haul of your life, you have to show her that you're a good man, that you're a good, high value man. And the way you do this is by not just your words, but by mirroring your words and your actions together and being straight up, 100% honest, and keeping it real. That's how you do it. Now, I was in a relationship that ended earlier this year, to be precise, March 22nd. Not in a relationship with anyone now, but you know what? That's okay. Me and my ex were together a year, and I figure I need some time to get over it and to work on myself a little bit and figure out where I went wrong and what about me was too abrasive and fix it. You see, that's the good thing about life, Whoremaxxer. You can always change. For the better or the worse, but you can always change. You know, sitting there on your fucking live stream saying how you don't want Betty, but you want her daughter, Charlene. To come on your channel and everything. Well, you do realize that Shaylin is a classy woman too. Betty's not stupid. She's highly intelligent. And she raised her children to be highly intelligent. Which means that they're going to be classy. They're going to be respectful. And they're going to know their worth. And they're going to know what they want in life. Well, you, my friend, and I'm using that term extremely loosely, from everything that I've seen, if I was a woman, be the exact opposite of what I would want. Hell, if I was gay, you'd be the opposite of what the fuck I want. I'm brash, rash, you know, to put it another way, the way I used to put it when I was in the military. I'm rude, crude, and socially unacceptable, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Okay, I've done a lot of work to smooth out the rough edges. And Whoremaxxer, I would seriously, seriously take this piece of advice and work on yourself, and then come back and reinvent yourself again. This time with more tact, more class, and then even prostitutes will want to get with you. But as it stands now, dude, even prostitutes in Vegas don't want to get with you. Why? Because you've got a rep of hurting women. And even a sex worker will not get with someone who's going to hurt them. They don't want to be hurt. They don't. No human being on this fucking planet wants to truly be hurt all the time. Alright. Now, I'm in to BDSM. I'm down with it. Doesn't mean I'm always going to do it. You know, if the girl I'm with ain't into it, that's okay. But if she's into it, hoorah, even better. But we're not going to do it all the fucking time. Be something that we'll do here and there to keep everything spiced up and keep it good. You, every video I've seen, every fucking person I've talked to, that ain't what you're about. You're about hurting them. Plain and simple. Control. That's what you're about, Whoremaxxer. Trying to control people. Well, I'll tell you now, and I mean it. You won't control Betty. You won't control me. See, Betty's group of friends were called Washington Warriors. Why? Because we've all been through shit and we're warriors. Because we're still fucking alive and still kicking and going. What's it mean to be a fucking warrior? It means you can get knocked down by life and you're gonna come back up and fucking kick life in the ass and hit it fucking 90 times harder than it ever hit you. That's what it means to be a warrior. You are a predator. And I don't blame you for it. Some people are just that way, and others have trauma in their life that they repeat a certain cycle. It's like being abused. If you don't do the work, you'll repeat the abuse over and over and over and over and over and over again. And yes, I just gave you a little bit of max headroom. So, I don't blame you. You were hurt in the past, you didn't do the work, and now you're perpetuating the cycle of abuse. But my advice, if you want a good woman to be with you, take some time, do the work on yourself, and improve yourself. Plain and simple. And you made mention in your last video that Betty's diet is cigarettes and wine. And that's not true. Not in the slightest bit is that true. Betty's diet, that she tends to live off of a bit, would be cigarettes, caffeine, Mary Jane, maybe a little wine, a little alcohol here or there, and the love of her husband, who's a good man. Now, like I said, I've known Betty on these streets for since 16. All right, so you figure 7 years. That's enough to get to know someone. Pretty damn good. We've chatted on these YouTube streets. We've chatted personally. We've lost track with each other because, well, I've had things come up in my life. I've gotten with different women and they didn't want me online as much, so I pulled back my online presence and wasn't online as much. So I missed a lot of her content, but I went back and caught up on it. And again, been talking to her. We're good. We're cool. But you know what, Maxer? The one thing that she doesn't want, and I can't fucking stand, is a man to lie about her. So how about this, Whoremaxxer? You don't lie about her. Treat her with respect, because she demands it, and well, fuck, if you want respect, you gotta give respect in life. And she does give a lot of respect. And yet, she's actually helped take down quite a few fucking pedophile rings. And quite a few fucking pedophiles as well. She's worked closely with certain governmental agencies. She's worked closely with people like myself who used to work for the government in what's called off the books projects to get pedophiles off the street and to break up sex trafficking rings and everything else. And you know what? She was instrumental in a lot of it too. Fucking A right. Woman's done a lot to help kids, that try to help DV survivors. So I'd say she's fucking damn well earned respect. Not name calling, respect. They're different, Whoremaxxer. I know maybe you don't understand the difference. Respect is calling someone by their name. Respect is speaking truth about that person. Not calling them names, running them down, trying to berate them, lying about them, bringing them on your show and then fucking not letting them answer the questions that you've asked or set the record straight about things that you've said. That's not respect. Respect is if you ask them on your show, you let them set the record straight about stuff that you've said. You may not always like it, but it's always better to be truthful and transparent, and this is how it fucking is, than to try to be slick, shady, and degrade people, especially women. Because, YouTube fucking videos and the internet, that shit's forever, dude. So, my advice to you, Whoremaxxer, is simple. Start treating women with respect and start putting out respect and karma and good vibes on these YouTube streets. Because these YouTube streets can be dark and dangerous and full of fucking karma, dude. And the thing about karma is this, People say, well, what goes around comes around. Yeah. But here's a little something you probably didn't know about karma. If you do the right thing happens to you. If you do the wrong thing, the right thing will still happen, just not to you. It's simple. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Give respect if you want respect. Bottom fucking line. The choice, as with anything else in life, is up to you. Please think about what I have said.